Hi, everyone. This is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today is Thursday Night Live. I'm so excited. We have a lot to talk about and a couple of things. Today is January 27th, so we're almost finished with our first month in 2022, which is kind of exciting and scary all at the same time. It just seems like time is just moving fast, so fast. So let's talk about a couple of things. I do have a New Year, New You group reading coming up this Saturday here in Sugarland. And I will tell you honestly, I wasn't happy with the times. The only time I could get the facility is from 1 to 4 on Saturday. And I was like, I really don't care for that. But it's actually kind of opened up to allow other people to come in where they're not driving to a different side of town or kind of like coming to see me and it's dark and they're trying to park on my street and all that kind of stuff. So it's really going to be fun. Hi, Miss Shelley. Hi, Miss Gigi. This is going to be a great group reading and this weekend. So I'm really excited about all of this. But I also get to debut my 2022 energy spray, which is all about like amping up your energy and catching your good luck. And so this is like my first one to try. Oh, it smells amazing. I loved making it. I enjoyed it so much. But tonight we're going to be talking about numerology. So numerology comes into play a lot in her bunk. It's one of the, I'm glad you got to come and play with us, Miss Tamika. It's one of those. So 2022 has a lot of numerology energy in it. And so it's going to be really kind of interesting to kind of catch all of this stuff. And it really comes at us a lot here in 2022 because we've got so many numerals, you know, kind of coming back on themselves. We have the 2 and then we have the 2 and then we have the 2. And then we have the energy of the 0 as well. Hi, Miss Carmen. Hi, Miss Sharon. I miss going with y'all, but I have just been crazy busy the last few days trying to finish and finalize and get ready for the group reading. It's kind of nice when they're in your house because you don't have to pack everything up, but this one's I have to pack everything up. So everything has to be packed and organized and for Saturday. So I'm excited. We do have some seats still available. So if you want to come, you can go to my website at www.ruththeresa.com and purchase tickets. So let's talk about 2022's energy. 2022 energy actually really adds up. If you add all the numbers across, adds to the universal year of 6, which is all about like accepting and assuming like responsibility. So you're going to see that an overall arching thing for a lot of companies, kind of taking the blame for something or kind of like accepting the responsibility that will take care of it. So you're going to see that a lot in 2022. And it's one of those, normally you would see people like, I didn't do it, someone else did it, you know, almost like 2 kids, like I didn't do it, they did it. I know, but this is really going to be a great change. And it's a really great change from 2021, where kind of 2021 was kind of like this energy of making changes and adjustments. And so as soon as you thought like, okay, now we know how to do everything just kind of like flip-flopped on you. And it was like, wait, where are we going now? So it's one of those, 2021 is kind of over. And now we're kind of into our 2022, like our building year, like our master builder year. What do we want to build this year? And it's going to be kind of flying, kind of like just so much steadier on your feet, steadier on where you want to go with your goals, moving forward. So kind of keeping track of 2022 is going to be kind of an interesting energy for most of us. And we're going to talk about that next. We're going to learn how to figure out our personal years, our personal year. So we'll kind of have an idea of like what to expect in 2022. I will tell you that one of the things that I found in most reading about 2022 is many of the people that you could meet this year, brand new people that you meet. And I don't mean like meeting a new potential husband or anything else, or a new potential wife. What I'm talking about is just like the friends, the colleagues that you make friends with this year in 2022 could be with you for the rest of your life. And that's really, wow, you know, because sometimes you're like, I make a friend, you never know how long they're going to stay. They could be out of here at any time. And so that kind of just makes it like, very interesting. it's one of those, we're going to see a lot of growth in our relationships as well, not only with new people, but with old people as well, kind of like people that we've been friends with, kind of people that we've dealt with in the past, maybe coming back. And it doesn't always mean like it has to be something bad. It could be someone you disconnected from, and or lost touch with, and here they come again. So we're going to kind of see that theme coming up. And one of the things I found was really interesting. It's kind of like no person is their island. No person is an island unto themselves. Everybody is connected to everybody else. And that's the really cool part. When you start looking at energy like that, like we're all connected, we are all one. So when we take care of one person, we take care of everybody. When we take care of ourselves, we're taking care of everybody else. So that is a very interesting energy. And it's going to be really our theme for 2022. So a 6 year is a very responsible number. It is a universal year. And this is really going to be making some great serious efforts towards like, what do you want? What do you really want to bring into your life? And I don't mean like the, fantasy or the fairy tales, like the really good stuff. Like, I really want this and this could come in. This could be like life-changing community. Carmen says, Carmen, yeah, I love you, Carmen. You always have the greatest words for me. So that's kind of coming in, and you're really going to see like the hard work that you've been putting into your business or into your personal life or rebuilding yourself or kind of taking care of you. You're going to see that kind of work itself out in this year and kind of coming out like, I've done all this personal work and now you're going to get to see it. And it's like, wow. So this is going to be a really straight, kind of a great journey for most of us, and kind of building foundations that are going to last for a long, long time. I will say one of the things too about 2021 is a lot of people were more focused on their own needs. Like, what do I need? What does my family need? And in 2022, we are going to be kind of the whole world we. What do we require? What do we require or desire in our lives, or what has to happen to make this all happen for everybody? So it's going to be more of that Aquarius energy of everybody together, and that's going to come in. A lot of people are going to kind of find a value in like social circles, that sort of thing. And it's going to kind of come in a very interesting way. And you are going to see a lot of changes coming in, moving more to that Aquarius air sign. So you're going to see a lot more people and items changing into Bluetooth technology and other technologies, and kind of pushing that energy really, really far out there. So it's going to be really interesting of how this comes about. And one of the things I posted a couple of days ago was like, what is the technology you think is going to be most popular in the next few years? And it really strange. I had a lot of people text me back, go, I have no idea. It changes so fast. It's going to get even faster. It is going to get amazingly fast. Our 2022 year is very stable. It's kind of like our grounding rod for a lot of things that we want to do, a great foundation. And so it's a great way for us to kind of jump into finding our personal year information. So what you need to do is, I know we have to do a little math. Okay. It's not complicated. I already wrote it up and I'm posting it now for everybody. So it's going to be out there. So what you need to do is your birth month plus your birth day, the day you were born, add those together until you get one single number. A little more logic and a little less emotion. I hope so, because 2021 was very emotional for a lot of people. It's been a very emotional, a lot of changes for people this year, or 2021, and hopefully that will change in 2022. So add your birth month and your birthday together until you get one single number. The example is October 27th. So October is the 10, 27. You're going to add those all together and you get the number 33. And then you add the 3 plus the 3 and you get a 6. So you get one single digit. And then you're going to add the numbers 2022, which is actually a 6. That's why it's a 6 year. So you're going to add 6 to that. And then you kind of keep reducing down until you get one number, one number. So that's the important part. And I know millions of people will ask. So once you kind of figure out what your number is, This, we are going to break it down. So I'm going to start with a personal year of a 1, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. And then I'm going to do some angel cards. I love my angel cards. Do some angel cards for each number and kind of get us a little bit more insight. So if it's not your number, just hold on. We'll be with you in a little bit. If you have a question about that number, ask it as quickly as you can, and I will answer everything I possibly can. And if I need more information, I'll pull an angel card for you guys. Okay, so here we go. Okay, a personal year 1. Basically, a year 1 means your last year for 2021 for you was a 9 year. And that kind of brings everything to kind of a completion. Like everything is kind of winding down or getting to a point where it's coming to a stopping point. Everything last year kind of came to an end. And now you start a personal year of 1. And it's kind of like, what are you willing to walk into? Where do you want to go from here? And this will be a very easy process for you because you've got so many things that ended in last year and new things are coming this year. You're going to see a lot more vision work for yourself. You're probably kind of more clairvoyant than anything else in a 1 year. You're going to see a lot of changes coming in, and you will probably have some pretty amazing dreams as well. So I highly suggest a dream journal, so you can kind of keep track of it, kind of more kind of keeping track of what's going on and where are we going with all of this. It's one of those, this is going to be kind of the big question is kind of, what do you desire to bring into your life? It's kind of like going to the grocery store and kind of like, what would you want? Money is not an object. What would you want? What do you want to create in your world? What do you want to bring into your world? And really thinking about it, that is kind of like you've got so many choices and you've really got like a clean slate because, like I said, everything kind of came to a close last year. So everything kind of was like, okay, we're over this, and things are going to come up changing for you. You're going to have a lot of fresh new adventures, a lot of new people coming in, and beginning a brand new journey. Changes are inevitable. Changes in 2022 are coming. Just know that they're coming for each person a little bit differently. For ones, it's going to be really pretty easy and easygoing in that perspective. It's one of those, I would say, start calling your shots. Kind of, what do you want to bring into you? Where do you want to go with this? I know and embody my purpose. Oh, I love that. To know and embody my purpose. Number one's could Paige, it could bring a lot of independence for ones in 2022. And like I said, if you're a 1, this is like, if you want to bring in the independence, all you have to do is bring it in. And it's not like you need to kind of figure out like, where is it going to fit in or when is it going to fit in? As soon as you're ready for it, just kind of demand it. It's like, I am ready for all of these changes and I'm ready to be independent and move forward, and things will start snapping and changing for you. So let's pull a couple of angel cards for you and get us a little bit more information. This one's popping from the bottom of the thing. So the first card I get is body care. And this is really taking care of you. If you take care of you, then everything else will fall into place. And I'm going back to Paige because it's kind of telling me, it's like you have independent choice in here. What do you want to bring in and what do you want to take care of in 2022? This is my next one that's popping before I even lift the cards back up. Manifestation. What are you willing to manifest? What are you willing to put some time and some energy and some prayers into? What are you willing to put some energy into? It's going to manifest quickly. So just know that when you start doing this, it's going to be like jump, jump, jump. Here we go. It's going to just start immediately. So any other questions about year number 1? Okay. I'm going to start into personal year number 2. This is a year for patience and partnerships. 2021 offered you a chance to follow your heart and set your sights, because last year for them, it was a 1 year. Plenty of new adventures. 2022 is going to be finding that balance of what you've been chasing after is now going to be coming to you and making room for new people in your life. 2 years are going to be more the people that are outgoing and finding more people to kind of bring into friendships. It could be love interest at some point. It's one of those, but I would concentrate more on the love part of loving your friends, loving people that are coming in. And this is going to come in at a really high rate of speed for you. It's one of those, I would be careful of the pace. Everything is coming in, and make sure you're not pushing anyone over with your request, making sure that you're being patient and getting what you deserve. And it's one of those, there's nothing about spinning your wheels. It's all about this great energy of moving forward. It's not just like, let me just spin my wheels and not get anywhere. It's like, boom, here we are ready to go. Personal year 2 is also great emphasis on partnerships. These are people that are important to you. These are people that are going to kind of, like I said, becoming our best friends, bringing in a lot of new energy, maybe new insights, new, like Carmen always does. She always comes up with the best words for me. So she's kind of my little partner with my words. And so that comes in really heavy in 2022 for 2s. And it's really going to put bring a real richness. If you are already in a relationship, it's going to bring a lot of romantic endeavors back into your relationships. If you've been married for a while, it's one of those, you're going to kind of see that romance kind of kick it up a little bit. And maybe even growing a little closer or a little different than you have been in the past. If you have any questions about 2s, let me know. I'm going to pull a couple of cards here. Let's see, I got 2 right here that's coming up. The first card I pull is romance for 2s. So this is a great one, kind of bringing in a lot of romance. Like I said, it may be not just romance. It could be also like some great friendships, some great interest in that area, and some new partnerships as well. Meditation. For number 2s, it's going to be very important to keep up your meditation, but I think everybody should keep up their meditation because it really opens you up to the possibilities of what you really want to bring into you. It's going to be a great year for 2s. Okay, I turned one page too fast. Okay, any questions for 2s? Going once, going twice. Okay. Here we go into number 3 for a personal year. 3s is getting ready for a personal year, is changing up old patterns in your life, and in visiting communication differently, kind of really bringing a new life to your communication. I also kind of got personally is that this is the year that you would be coming up in more people's minds. You may be stepping out socially a little bit more, and that could be like having your own social page or more on social media, bringing that energy in. The universe will be kind of inviting you to kind of get out and do things, and kind of what is the possibilities that you want to bring into you. Life will have plenty of opportunities for a 3-year kind of like something new, maybe even redoing your personal calendars, shaking things up, kind of adding new things in there. And like I said, I also feel like this could also bring in a lot of changes to like your daily schedule, your daily stuff that you want to bring in, the daily stuff that you want to add to your life, and kind of mix things up a little bit more. Let's see. 3 years also giving you an opportunity to change and transform your life from the ground up. This is the best ways to kind of accept changes in 2022 and kind of like end up differently than you would at any other time. And so that is a really great note for 3s. Any questions for 3s? I'm going to pull a couple of cards for 3s. My first card for 3s is all about ideas and inspiration. So where do you feel led to go? Where do you feel led to put your energy in is going to really bring in a lot of amazing energy and a lot of changes really quickly. And this is going to be a great time for most people of bringing in new opportunities of where they want to go. Our next card is all about children, and it doesn't necessarily mean children. It doesn't mean children, but I will tell you that this is all about that childlike innocence, that fun, having fun with yourself, enjoying your year. I think for the last couple of years, we've kind of kept things like really strict, really going in trying to keep everything on track. And this is a year to kind of bring that energy in much differently than it has in the past. So that's going to be some really amazing energy coming in for 3 years. I would say this is kind of an interesting energy of a 3 year. And by chance, that's the number that I picked for my model up there. And so that's one of those, that's going to be a really interesting energy kind of bringing in our 3 years. So let's move forward into year number 4. Personal year 4 is a whirlwind of new paths and new ideas. This is a solid path that you must tend to most closely yourself. It's not something that you can pass on to other people. It is going to be a great year. Yes, Cassandra, you're right. I had to check your math for a second. And we're talking about a 4 year. So this is kind of spend each day resting yourself, kind of enjoying what you love doing, putting more things in and about your day, kind of like, I would say like a good seasoning. You want to put it in throughout your day and not just like, here we go, one time, here we love. It's one of those, this is going to be a really great year for 4 years. I also say, this is the year to kind of put your best foot forward, and you're really adept at kind of showing people what you want to do and where you want to go. And it's one of those, don't take any kind of fluff off of other people. That's kind of a really great one for number 4s. And I would say that one of the things that's really interesting is for 4s, it's one of those, people will kind of step up and help you, but you have to be voicing it out to them. You have to voice that to other people of, this is what I require from you, or this is what I desire from you, and I would like this to be happen or that to happen. So you're kind of really pushing that energy really, really well in a 4 year. Let's see. I would say 4 years are kind of, one of the things is things that can really slow you down in a 4 year is putting too many burdens on you and kind of like, it's all up to me to do all of this. It isn't. Asking for the support is going to alleviate that, but you have to start asking quickly, and kind of like communicating all of that information with other people makes life so much easier. For 4 years, 2022 is a year of like strong growth, moving to different levels. I would also say there's going to be a lot of learning, and that doesn't necessarily mean going back to classes. It could also be picking up books and reading, or doing online events, and kind of like getting your education different places. So a 4 year is really looking about kind of like strengthening their own inner value. So that is going to be a great one. Okay. So let me pull a couple of cards for 4s. Do I have any 4s on? Any 4s? Let's see. 4s are all about friendships, like I said, and this is kind of like enhancing the friendships you already have, but it's also bringing in new friendships of other people around you, of what do you want to amplify up, and make sure that you're communicating with your friends of what you require today, tomorrow, next week. And that doesn't mean just you. Now you get to support them as well. And so that's kind of like the really fun part for most people, is like not only having someone support you, but supporting them back as well. The next one I get is your guardian angel. When in doubt, go to your guardian angels. They're number one on your side. And I told someone this today, and they just kind of like, I had no idea. I was like, did you know that your guardian angels don't just choose you for one life? They usually choose you for many lifetimes. They're with you for a long, long period of time. It's not just like, oh, here she is one time and I'm gone. Nope, they're with you for a long, long period of time. So that is really, really fun. Okay. So let's go to a 5 personal year. Fives are all about stepping into your personal energy and stepping into new opportunities. There may be some transformations, and I get most of this would be more in your career field than anything else. So there could be some working your way up or kind of like moving to the next level in your business. This is a great year to kind of bring things to differently to an end, or kind of changing what you want, and gaining your own freedom. I really do think it's a year that will kind of shake off a lot of old stale energy for fives and kind of like lighten the load and allow this to come in very easily. I will also say some of those old kind of things that you need to shake off is old thinking and old behaviors that no longer serve you anymore. So this is a great year to kind of like, let me let those go so I can open up to new energy. This is going to be really great to come in at you with. Let's see. The best way to engage your energies is to really think about where this energy came from and where do you want it to go from. Because a lot of times we pick up old thinking from people around us when we're younger, the way our parents or grandparents thought about things, or friends, or if we had a really close friend as a child, maybe their parents, and really thinking about it kind of like, let me look at this idea, and then if I want to keep it, great, and if not, I can let it go. This is going to be a great one for this year, kind of like rethinking what you want to keep and what you want to get rid of. A personal year for fives can be a little bit overwhelming because there's so many options. It's one of those, it's not just like you have one fork or two fork, you have a whole bunch of them, and it really does really overwhelm your energy because you have so many options of like, what do I want to do, or how do I want to do this? Where do I want to go with this? And this is going to be really a great year of kind of like opening up new energies of what you want to try. Try not to be too overwhelmed or stretch too far. It's not like you can't start again or you can't try again, but remember that you are really trying this energy differently, and get rid of old information that doesn't work for you. Okay. So let's do a couple of cards for 5 years. The first one I get is nature. It's one of those, anything that goes against your nature, like your nature, you personally, is something that I would consider like getting rid of. Things that don't match your personality, or if you have old ideas or suggestions from other people that don't really match you, it's one of those, just know that it's time to kind of let that go. It's not part of my nature to be that way, or to be a certain way, or what you picked up from other people. So that's going to be really a great year for you. It's kind of like, oh, this isn't really my nature, or I'm not really like this, so I can change. I can choose to change and make those change quickly. The next one is blessings. There's many blessings, and I'm getting emphasis on the S's. There's a lot of blessings, and there's a lot of choices coming at you. So where do you want to be in all of this? Where do you want to be at the end of 2022? What do you want to say? Like, I have accomplished all of this, or I've done all of this. That's going to be a great energy for you. So make sure that you are keeping track of all of that. So let's move to a 6 year. A 6 year is really kind of more mirroring our universal year. So the themes are about relationships and responsibilities, and really heightening kind of like what you brought in last year, some interchanges, some upgrades for you, and you're just kind of work on those for a while and kind of keep bringing them up. So this is really a great energy for most people of this 2022 energy. And know that your life is so different from today. If you really think about like how you started 2021 and how you started 2022, you're completely different, number sixes. You are like, I've done a lot of changing, a lot of modifying, a lot of amplifying, and that's always great. Thank you, Cassandra. I'm so glad that you got to come and play with us. And it's one of those, if you're still holding on to a lot of energy, as a 5, you really need to kind of work on letting some stuff go that doesn't suit you. I will say that's kind of a personal message for you, just a little one. I would also say that number 6 years are also a great time to meet new people. This is going to be some huge milestones for you of matters of love, friendship, or even in your career field. In the next 12 months, you may be ending up your life much differently. And it's almost like you could live more than one life in this 1 year. It's kind of like you could have so many choices coming at you. It's kind of like, where do you want to go with all of that energy? So that's kind of where you're at with that. So let's see, number 6 years, what we get to do. So 6 years, this is the first one popping for you guys. Dreams. Think about the dreams that you really, really wanted. I think sometimes as a kid, we have like these imaginary things like, oh, if I could do this, if I could do that, those are really fun. But it's one of those, what would you really dream? I think that's the most important part, is really thinking about, what are my dreams? What are the things I would choose to want to bring in? What are the things that I really want to add to this as well? So that's a really good one as well. I got one upside down. Okay. I think I have one more for 6 years. New beginnings. Of course, this one came up for 6 years. It's all about new beginnings for you. New changes, new starts, new things. It's going to be a great year for you. Make sure that you are, I would say, body testing a lot of questions and getting your information as well. And then remember, I've got that group reading this weekend. I'm so excited about that. And Cassandra's so far away. I just don't like that. And I have not been out to Arizona in a couple of years because of the pandemic. It's been crazy. I am hoping to come out sometime. I'm hoping this year. This year is kind of opening up for my travel schedule a little bit more. I will be in the Dallas area the beginning of March, and I've got like a few group readings out in the Dallas area. So that will be fun and exciting. Let's go into a 7-year. A 7-year is going to be really a naturally spiritual time for 7 years. This is the time that you might feel like your dream world may be a reality. You've been working hard over the last year trying to maintain relationships in a real world situation that hasn't maybe really gone well for you, or really amplified your energy. 2022 is largely about rest and relaxation for 7s. I think so, Cassandra. I think you definitely need to come to Texas. 2022, time to take some work with your soul and kind of take some time off. If you're in a 7-year, this is not the year to push yourself. This is your year to kind of feel like gratified, like, wow, this is what I've done. This is what I've created in my life so far. This is what I've really done in this energy. And it's one of those, it's a really great time to take time for yourself, withdraw when you have to, kind of take some personal time and really look at what you want to change about you, or what you have changed already, and just enjoy that energy. So here we go. For 7 years. The first one is study. So study kind of some of the things that you would like to get rid of, study some of the stuff that you would really like to change or make different. And then there may be some books involved in this as well, kind of looking at what you want to change or what you want to bring in new and different into your life. Yeah, on Instagram, they're saying for 7, it's time to work on personal relationship. It is. And it's kind of a lot of inner work, but a lot of the inner work that you've been doing will now kind of be showing up on the outside. Number 7s are also getting the card soulmate. And this is kind of really a soulmate energy. This could mean that you are getting a new love in your life. This could be that you are getting some new information, having a new boyfriend or girlfriend come in. it's going to be a really great energy for most people. So this is going to be a really great year for sevens. Let's go into 8. I know we're going over a little bit. Sorry. An 8 year is all about power moves and manifestation, manifestating for yourself. Kind of the gentler, dreamy pace of a 7 is really asking you to show up and stand your ground in 2022. During the 12 months, you are going to be invited to step into your own power, taking the power for yourself. And what do you want to do? Stepping into your own confidence and showing people how enthusiastic you are, kind of cheering yourself on. And you have been doing so much work the 8 years that it's kind of like, where are we going with all of this? So this is going to be really great of pushing that amazing energy with your hard work that you've been doing. This is going to be a really great kind of a goal poster kind of year for 8 years. And kind of like you have a lot of possibilities. Being an 8, you have that infinite energy coming in as well. The first card I pull for you is Enchantment. And this is kind of like, what are you willing to vision? What is your visions that you're willing to bring in right now? What are you willing to look at right now? And kind of like, I want that. I want this, kind of like, let me go shopping in World Fest and kind of like, let me see, where do I want to go with this? Where do I want to end up with that energy? That's going to be where you're going to pushing that energy quite a lot, is kind of like, what do you want to bring into the energy? This is going to be a great one. I keep having someone scamming on the energy. So see if it'll block them this time. That's okay. We'll have to block them afterwards. We're going to move into a 9. Did we do cards for 8 years? Please, someone tell me if I did cards for 8 years or not. I lose track. Okay. I think I did cards for 8 years. I think so. I think I did one. So we'll do one more for 8 years, and then we'll do 9 years. So this Serenity. This is going to bring in a lot of hi, Miss Jody. So this is Serenity is going to be very peaceful for you for 8 years. This is going to be really an amazing energy and a lot of peacefulness in there. And knowing that you've made the right decisions is going to just make it even better. So just know this is going to get better and better. Thank you, Miss Jody. I'm glad you waited around for us. Let's see. So let's go into a 9 year. 9 year is all about the time, to signaling time, to kind of bring things to a close. And it doesn't mean bad things are coming to a close, just like things that you're kind of like, I'm ready to set this aside and step into something new. So 9 years are all about kind of letting things go, letting things come to a close on their own. And this is going to bring in a lot of amazing energy. 2022 may make you feel like you need to kind of climb back into your own cocoon and kind of leave the old ways behind, and waiting for new energy to come in a 1 year. That doesn't say that you can't do things and kind of like everything stops. It just means that things that aren't working are coming to a close. Things that are ready, kind of like run their course, are going to be closing and moving out. This is going to be leaving you a great 9 year of kind of like new people coming in, new jobs possibility, new living situations, anything else that you have outgrown that no longer suits you. This is an easy way for it to just kind of go. This is just going to be like, here we go. We're ready to go. This is going to be amazing. This is a great year for the universe, for you to kind of forcing you to kind of let go of things that no longer work, no longer serve you. Doesn't mean something good is you have to let go of. It's not that at all. It's kind of like anything that hasn't served you for a while, even old thoughts or ideas or old issues, it's going to be going to an end. And this is kind of like the last chapter of that book, and starting a whole new volume in next year with new energy coming around you. So let's pull a couple of cards for 9 years. The first one that's popping out is trust. Trust the system. Trust what you're doing. Trust that you have the right answers, that things are going to be changing around you, that things are going to be making a change in what you want and where you want to be in your life. Trust that this is just part of the process, and part of it is things are going to come to a close, and then that means that you have a brand new opening coming next year of things changing. Archangel Michael. I call on Archangel Michael quite a lot. Him and I are like, we're close. We close. And he comes in so many times to help you know that it's okay to let things go. Kind of like cutting that sword of like, okay, this doesn't work for you anymore, so let's let this go. Or that's old thinking. It worked when you were in kindergarten or first grade or high school or college, but it doesn't suit where you're at now. It doesn't suit where you're going right now. So let that energy kind of open up into the new possibilities. 9 years are going to have a lot of things kind of coming to a close in a very amazing way. And just know that it's time for it to go. And this is the time to really think about, what do I want to start next? Where do I want to go next? Where do I want to start next year? And not that you can't start in this year, but anything that isn't working is going to be coming to a close. It's going to be coming to a close really, really quickly. I thank y'all so much for joining me today. I know we're running over a little bit, and I apologize. I will be at my New Year, New You group reading here in Sugar Land, Texas. From 1 to 4 this Saturday. We still have tickets available. You can go to my website and get tickets, www.ruththeresa.com, if you want to join in. And we'll have a lot of things we'll be talking about. And I will also have my 2022 energy spray there. I am so excited about this one. It is amazing. If you get to try it, you get to try it. Yes, Carmen is coming. I got sick during the last one in September. So a lot of people that didn't go to September is coming to the one on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to seeing you, Miss Carmen. I am looking forward to doing an angel card reading out of my angels cards, one for each month of the year. And then I'm going to be talking about like, what energy do you have, a personal message from your angels and guides that they want you to know about. Then we open up the floor and we kind of like, who's coming in. It's one of those, what energy, what questions you have, all of that kind of stuff is coming in very, very quickly. And that's the kind of the cool part. Tamika, I do not have any right now, any readings planned for online. We are thinking about sometime mid to late February at some point, and I will let people know. If you not signed up for my newsletter, that is where you're going to find all of this information. My newsletter tells you everything that I'm about to do, anything where I'm going, any place that I'm doing, it's going to be in my newsletter first, and y'all are going to get to find out about it first, get first tickets, that sort of thing. And I love giving out gifts at my group reading, even if they're online. I know that's kind of strange, but I really, really do. And I love mailing stuff. Who knew? Who knew? I liked mailing things to people. So I will definitely get with you, Tamika. But if you are really, really interested, this is going to be a great one. I know you're in Indiana. That's far, far, far away. But doing one over Zoom or over WebEx is going to be a great one. And we're planning on some dates coming up really soon for that. I thank y'all for joining me tonight. And I hope we'll be talking again soon. Y'all have a great night.